morning and welcome to the channel, and today I am doing my full ride review on the Orbea Denna. This is the M20i and yeah, I'm going to go through the full lot, the motor, everything, what I thought. I've had it for 4 weeks and tell you everything about it. Yeah, I'm currently on the thru-axle to Keswick route and it's absolute crazy busy, so yeah, I'm going to try and get off up onto the fells and then I can talk about this bike to you. So yeah, it's been a fantastic ride, and so we'll get up there out of the quietness and then I'll talk about the bike. So let's go. Yeah, so this Orbea Denna, I've had it just over 4 weeks and I've took it up every single hard climb I can think of, even the crazy hard knots pass, and this didn't fail to get me up anywhere with a breeze. And that's one good thing about this bike. You can go on any route you want and you won't have to worry about getting off and pushing, because this will get you up, no problem. So I've got a big huge climb now on gravel, so this will be a big test for the bike. So I'll get to the top and then we'll talk more about the bike. So I don't know how steep this is, because it's not a road, it's gravel, but hell, this motor's tackling it no problem. So if you've ever got any worries about if this can climb or not, then fear not. It's going up anywhere here, any terrain. So in front of me, I always get these mixed up, but I think it's Lingmuir Fell. If it isn't, I'll put it underneath. Might be Lingmel. There's a few different ones, but it's a Wainwright, so just shows this bike can get you up anything. I mean, as you can tell, I'm not even out of breath. It's just absolutely insane, this motor.
Can we just feel the weight of your bike, please?
Yeah, of course you can.
Carbon?
Yeah, it's got like it's got like the motor on it, like, but it's still quite light. I know. But the power of the motor, it'll get you up anywhere. I've had it up hard knots pass, and I'm 18 stone, so someone as light as you'll be flying up.
So I think one of these things on top here, you do it there.
Yeah, you do it there.
You can go up and down, can you?
Yeah, you can go to thingy. There's an app, you can set it to whatever power you want.
Yeah, but you can't. You don't have to go. You can come back. You can go up and come back.
Yeah.
You don't have to go right through the sequence each time.
No, you can set it to whatever you want on the app.
They have a thing on here.
Yeah.
And it goes 1, 2, 3, and you can't come down. You've got to go right round. You know, back.
Yeah. Well, this is just, it's off. You press up for eco mode, trail mode, and then boost mode, and then you just press it back down. Trail,
and it goes back down
eco, and then off.
Right.
Brilliant.
Yeah, somewhere I sit just up the top here, and then I'm going to talk to you about the motor and what I thought of the bike, what I've been using for the last 4 weeks, and yeah, hopefully if you are thinking about buying one, I can sort of like point you in the right direction. So I think I proved there that this bike can do anything on climbing. It's an absolute fantastic climbing bike, and yeah, it comes obviously with the Shimano EP8 RS, and I'm gonna read off what Orbea told me about this RS motor, so word for word, so I get it perfectly right. Because if you want to buy this bike, you want to know the exact thing about this motor, because I think it's absolute fantastic. I think the hardest thing about this bike you're going to find is keeping it clean. Anyways, so let's see what Orbea have sent me. So the RS stands for Rider Synergy. Orbea strive for a motor that performs as natural as possible. Orbea remains the only brand that Shimano has allowed to tune the motor and use our own batteries for optimum power delivery and battery consumption. The RS motor was first seen on the first generation Rise, which has two power modes, 1 and 2. Profile 1 could deliver around 40 Newton meters of torque, whereas Profile 2 could deliver up to around 60 Newton meters of torque. On the current generation of Rise, these power modes got upgraded to RS and RS Plus, which is what's on this bike, and these could deliver around 60 Newton meters of torque in RS and up to 85 Newton meters of torque in RS Plus, but not in the same way as the original EP801. It still delivered more naturally controlling the watt output. The Denna has been launched with two profile modes, GR and GR Plus. Now GR around 40 Newton meters of torque and GR Plus around 55 Newton meters of torque, but you can use the Shimano eTube app to tune the motor yourself and allow it to deliver up to the full 85 Newton meters of torque, which is exactly what I've done. Again, power won't be delivered in the same way as the original EP801, but it will work in synergy with the rider's cadence to deliver max power. Yeah, so that's how the motor works. I think what Orbea wanted with this gravel bike is they want it to have the most natural riding feeling you possibly can. And today I've been riding at 40 Newton meters of torque. I've set that in the eco mode, and I've got to say it's absolute perfect for me at that. It just feels so natural of a ride, and it's just absolute perfect for me. And that's a good thing about the eTube app. Whatever fitness level you are, whatever weight you are, you can set that to the power what suits you, where you can have this just as like a normal ride. And the lower you are, obviously the battery is going to last a hell of a lot more longer. I mean, I've climbed up here, I'm about 1,500 feet of climbing, and I've only used 2 bar of the battery, so I mean, it's absolute fantastic. So it just shows, if you watched my last video on the battery test, obviously that's at the end of the video if you want to watch that and show. I only got like 30 miles and just under 3,000 feet of climbing, and people might have thought that was not totally brilliant compared to what they're saying it should get. But you've got to remember, rider weight is so important in how much you're going to get on these batteries. Like I said, I'm 18 stone. I think that equates to around about 1,015 kg. And if you watched GCN recently, they put Andrew Feather, the best climber ever, they put a load of weight on him, so he weighed 115 kg, and he absolutely struggled to get up I think it's about a 15% climb. So it just shows the weight of the rider is so important when you're climbing and how much battery you're going to use. So even if you're a stone lighter than me, I'm 18 stone, even if you're a stone lighter than me, you probably get a hell of a lot more than what I could get. So obviously remember that when you're buying it. Obviously rider weight, I think it does mean a lot on how much you're going to get on the battery. Yeah, so yeah, it's full carbon this. Yeah, so this is the M20i version, and they start off, you can get the alloy version, I think that it's the H50, and I'll put them along here, and that starts at £3,500. It's exactly the same motor. It's obviously going to weigh more because it's not a carbon frame. Yeah, they go up as far as the M11, which is around £9,089, I think. So £889. So yeah, so you can get the full, if you want the full expensive bike with the full electric gears and everything, or you can get yourself the cheaper one, the 3,500 H50 with the alloy frame. All of them have the same motor, so all of them are going to work fantastically well. It's just obviously there's going to be a bit of a weight difference and a different gear setup, mechanical gears and stuff like that instead of electrical gears like this one. But yeah, this one's around I think this one's around about £7,000. So yeah, so it's absolute fantastic. I mean, some of the negatives I'll probably say is Again, on my Orbea again, I keep on losing the caps. I know it's a small thing, but the Orbea caps, and obviously they've come out. Luckily, I've got about 300 spare ones, which I bought from Orbea again because I was sick of losing them and just kept on replacing them. So obviously I'll replace them before I have to give it back to wheelbase. And yeah, the caps keep on coming out. And if I was going to be super critical, obviously the technical not here because I know they want to keep this at a certain weight. But I reckon a 600 battery instead of the 425. I know they want to keep this as light as possible, but I reckon a 600 watt battery instead of the 425 battery would be absolute. I think this would fly off the shelves if this had a 600 watt battery. Now obviously, until I'd imagine they don't want the big heavier battery on it, making it more weight. I reckon if the technology ever come where you could get 600 watt which weighs the same as this battery, which will probably happen in the future, I reckon this bike will absolutely fly off the shelves at a 600 watt battery. It really would, just to give you that extra longer riding time. But yeah, it's still fantastic, don't get me wrong. It's still absolutely fantastic. These are little negatives, small, really small negatives. But yeah, other than that, it's absolutely fantastic. And I'd highly recommend, if you're going to spend a lot of money on one of these bikes, get some frame protection on the frame, because when I've took it up a couple of gravel rides, I have scratched little tiny bits of it, and yeah, I don't like, obviously, you know, if it's your pride and joy, you don't want to see little scratches, so I would recommend protecting the frame. But yeah, other than that, absolute fantastic. Yeah, so I just want to apologise for the mud, but yeah, as you can see there, there's a 1051 on the back, and then I think it's a 42 on the front. And yeah, sorry about the mud, but yeah, and then you've got obviously carbon wheels on this M20, and yeah, it's absolute fantastic, it really is. You've got plenty of mounting points. You've got a bag mount points here, you've got 2 bottle mat racks here, and then you can put fenders on it as well. So yeah, it's really good. Both thru-axle on the wheels, yeah. And then the control system is easy enough here. You've got the plus, I'll just turn it on. You've got the obviously on button. Then you get the screen here. And then basically eco mode, trail mode, boost mode. And then you can just press it downwards to get it down. And obviously if you have a light on it, there's a light button, but there's no light on this bike. That obviously gives you the time and the battery. So yeah, absolute superb. So again, I just want to thank Wheelbase again for lending me this bike, and Dom from Orbea. Thank you very much for lending me this bike, and yeah, I'll be going back now, but I've thoroughly enjoyed riding on the bike. And if you do want to get 10% off at Wheelbase, if you are thinking about buying one of these, check out the website in the link and you can get yourself 10% off. Obviously read the terms and conditions, because obviously I think in sale items and if you're getting finance, you can't get the 10%, but if you are getting full price stuff and you're going to pay it outright yourself, then it's going to be a lot of money, that 10% off. Say a £7 bike or whatever you're looking at. But yeah, check that out. So straight in front of me, this is not obviously part of the room, that's a zigzag line up to the top of Skiddaw, and obviously coming soon to my channel is my Orbea Wild I have purchased from Wheelbase, and I'm looking forward to that. And that's one of the plans, to actually go up Skiddaw up there. So if you are interested in seeing more videos like that, like and subscribe, because you don't want to miss it. And I've got some absolute fantastic epic trails coming up to show you. So like I said, like and subscribe. I know there's a lot of people who like Bosch motors, but this Shimano EP801 RS and what Orbea have done to it, it's just absolute fantastic. Highly recommend this bike, I really would. And what I like about it is it's not only a trail bike or a gravel bike. I mean, it's perfectly fine with the gears. on road as well. I mean, you could use this for all sort of riding. I mean, I love actually, I mean, the feel of it now going down here is just absolute superb, it really is. I've absolutely thoroughly enjoyed riding this bike, I really have. Obviously on this M20 you've got Ultegra braking calipers and obviously hoods, so you know you're highly reliable with your braking as well. I mean, I use Ultegra on my Canyon and it's absolutely fantastic, especially when you're coming down these steep climbs and you want control and to know that you're going to stop, and you're definitely going to do that, especially with these grippy tyres you get with it as well. These tyres are superb at gripping on the road. So it's a little bit sad that this is going to be the last ride of me on the Orbea Denna, but if you do come across this video and need any help, I've had 5 weeks of riding it and I know what it's all about. Yeah, I've learnt so much riding this the last 4 weeks. So if you need any support or help, obviously let me know. I will try and help you as much as I can, and obviously, yeah, it's been just a pleasure to ride it, to be honest, and it's sad I've got to give it back, but that's just the way it is. And obviously if I want to review different bikes on the channel, then that's the way it is. Yeah, so like I said, I've had this in 40 Newton meters of torque for this ride, and that is a perfect medium for me. Like I said, get on the YouTube app and set yours to what you think you feel like it's best for you. But what I'm going to do for this last bit of the ride is I've whacked it into boost mode, full 85%, 85 Newton meters of torque, and I'm going to enjoy my last 10 miles of this bike, and just remember good thoughts about it. Yeah, so that's the end of my ride. I'm back at the car, and yeah, I'm gonna miss this thing. It's an absolute joy to ride, and yeah, I'd highly recommend. It's absolute filthy at the minute though, so I'm gonna have to give it a good, real good clean before I hand it back. But yeah, that's obviously the end of the Denna, but it's not the end of this channel, because the next installment will be the Orbea Wild. So yeah, that's going to be so much fun to ride. Yeah, so to finish off the video, I just want to thank Wheelbase again and Dom, and if you've got any questions, put it in the comments and I'll try and answer them the best I can. But it's time for me to get home and give this bike a good clean. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.